Gorilla Tag. At first glance, it seems like just a simple, fun children's game in the world of virtual reality. But what if I told you that behind these simple, bright graphics hides a dark nightmare and real horror stories that have terrified millions of players around the world? What if this game wasn't just a regular free-to-play experience, but a breeding ground for strange phenomena, unidentified entities, and creepy audio codes appearing to players in the middle of the night? In this video, we're diving deep into the dark, secret side of Gorilla Tag and exposing the secrets many tried to keep hidden. The story began when players started noticing unnatural occurrences while playing in private, empty servers. Imagine entering a server alone to practice your movement skills through the trees, and in a single creepy moment, everything changes. Total silence falls, ambient sounds disappear, and suddenly you start hearing strange audio, as if it's coming from a broken, vintage television. This is where the legend of the most famous entity was born, PBBV. PBBV is a reddish-brown gorilla with no clear facial features or eyes. It began appearing in random servers, wandering silently with an inhuman movement style that defied the game's natural physics. When PBBV gets close, it doesn't chase you like normal players. Instead, it stands completely still, broadcasting a sound resembling an emergency broadcast or distorted radio chatter. The second you look at it or try to approach, your game crashes instantly, leaving you with a server ban message or forcing your VR headset to shut down. Hundreds of documented clips surfaced of players screaming in terror during these encounters, sending the community into high alert and marking the beginning of the game's horror era. And the legend didn't stop with PBBV. Another mythical entity emerged, Daisy-09. Imagine being alone on the forest map late at night, and out of the dead silence, an eerie, heavily distorted music box begins playing a nursery rhyme. As the music gets louder, you realize Daisy-09 is getting closer. This entity appears as a pink gorilla, moving in bizarre, inverted ways that look like a corrupted hacking code. Many players attempted to talk to it through proximity chat, but the only response was an unsettling whisper or a deafening electronic shriek that sent shockwaves through their VR headsets. As time went on, these were no longer isolated incidents, they became a global phenomenon. Players began discovering secret codes like Run, Scare, 666, or PB1. Entering these codes into the main computer terminal in the treehouse transports you to servers where physics break down completely. Fog becomes thick, lighting drops to absolute pitch black, and you spot strange shapes and shadows lurking at the edges of your field of view, vanishing the moment you turn to face them. So, what makes Gorilla Tag so terrifying despite its low-poly, retro graphics? The answer lies in a psychological concept known as liminal spaces. When you're used to a game filled with social interaction, noise, and laughter, suddenly finding yourself in that exact same map in total, dead silence creates an intense feeling of emptiness and psychological isolation. Combine that with full VR immersion, where the rhythmic thud of your hands slapping the ground echoes in your ears, and it creates a terrifyingly real feeling of being trapped in a haunted forest. The developers themselves realized this creepy potential and leaned right into it. Recent updates, like the basement map, introduced dark mazes featuring roaming monsters and glowing eyes lurking in the shadows. This wasn't a coincidence. It was an acknowledgement from the developers that the Gorilla Tag community loves eerie mystery and horror just as much as casual multiplayer fun. Today, Gorilla Tag is more than just a game. It's a massive hub for modern horror stories and creepypasta lore across TikTok and YouTube, generating millions of views daily. Some believe these entities are just skilled hackers enjoying scaring new players. Others think they are glitched AI scripts that went rogue within the game files, while some argue it's all brilliant marketing to drive community engagement. Whatever the truth may be, exploring the dark side of Gorilla Tag remains one of the most surreal and captivating experiences in VR history. Now it's your turn. Have you ever dared to enter one of these forbidden codes at midnight? Did you ever encounter a ghost entity that refused to let you leave the server? Let me know in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into VR mysteries. See